Why would someone hire a matchmaker? Let's get into it. Hi, I'm Daphney, and I own a company called Fern Connections. I am a certified matchmaker and a certified data relationship coach. I want to talk about why someone would want to hire a matchmaker. I've been listening to Dwyane Wade, and I know y'all know, most of y'all should know who Dwyane Wade is, right? For many different reasons, but he has this new podcast. So I've been checking it out, and it's called The Why. And so it made me think about, why would someone want to hire a matchmaker, right? Especially, in this LGBTQ plus space, in this ally space that I work in, right? And so I want to talk about that today. I was talking to a potential client a few weeks ago, and he said something that I thought was really interesting. He said, as a busy professional, busy professionals typically pay people to do stuff that they don't have time to do, or maybe they don't even want to do sometimes, right? And I get that. Because it's like, us outsourcing, for food delivery, right? Food services that make life easier for you, or having a housekeeper. I hate to say car service, but sometimes people need those things, right? So it's like different things that, help to make your life easier. And if you're looking for your person, your partner, your long term, why not pay someone to help you find that person? Especially if you don't want to get on the apps, you don't have a lot of time, and you want a certain quality of person. You want someone that you don't have to go through a lot of stuff with from the get-go. And so hiring a matchmaker to me is a great reason for doing that. Now, having said that, I also talked to one of my members a few weeks ago, and and I get this all the time, and it just makes me laugh, really. People say, I just want to go in the database. I'm like, okay. But, for you who don't know, the database doesn't guarantee you any matches, right? And a lot of times, what I tell people, and I really do mean this, is that I will try to match you as many times as I can. But the thing is that I'm not searching for you like I am with my matchmaking clients. I'm literally going out and looking for people for them based on who and what they're looking for. But I'm not really doing that with database members. So I hear these people say all the time, I'm just gonna sign up for the database and we'll see what happens. And I'll tell my friends about you, depending on how it goes. And I'm thinking, well, at this point, your friends may never hear about me, because it may or may not go the way you think it should or could, because you didn't sign up for a search for people. You only signed up to be in the database, which is not a horrible thing if that's all that you can afford, because it's still, me, helping you to find as many people as I can based on what you're looking for also, right? But it's a little bit different when people are paying for matchmaking services versus going into a database and becoming a member with no guaranteed searches. So I always hear people say, I'm gonna go into the database, I'll see how it goes. If it doesn't work, then maybe I'll do, I'll upgrade to other services. Or people will say, they really do say this, I'm gonna go into the database, see how it goes, and I'm like, wow, and to me, what it is this, paying for matchmaking services, like paying for, a food service, paying for, a gym, so that you can be fit. Whatever you pay for, if you have a hairstylist, a nail tech, somebody that keeps you looking and feeling the way you want, right, in life, then to me, it's different from just saying, I'm gonna go over here in the database, because the database doesn't guarantee anything, but it's not a lot of risk. It's not, you don't have to do a lot. You're just gonna sit back and wait for somebody to come to you. Whereas when you pay for matchmaking services, it's an investment. It's like an investment in the gym, honey. It's an investment in this hair, let me tell you. It's an investment. And to me, it's like people sometimes think that it's an investment that they can do without. But then yet we still have all these single people sitting out here trying to figure it out. And let me just tell you that if you're 35, if you're 40, if you're 45, don't wait until you're 50 or 60 to say, oh, now I need a matchmaker. Because I'm older. Honey, you were already at a great age when you were 35 to find a matchmaker, someone to really help you find your person. If you want marriage, if you want kids, if you want to buy that house together, whatever it is, don't wait until you're 50 or 60 to hire a matchmaker. Go ahead and invest in yourself, and pay for matchmaking services, as soon as you can. And let somebody help you find your person, right? Let somebody help you, instead of like sitting on the sidelines as a member. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with being a member if that's all you can afford. But let me tell y'all something that I think is a little bit more valuable than just being a member. I would encourage you as a matchmaker and a date coach that if you're going to spend money on date coaching. Let us help you, to figure out what you need to do to date better so that you can find your person versus just sitting in a database somewhere, honey. Whether or not you pay or don't pay for that database service, put your money to work for you. Let us coach you. Take that $500 that, lifetime database membership and invest that in coaching. Let us help you and show you how to find your person, right? Help you how to date effectively, how to be on apps effectively. So let me just say this, because I sometimes I get going and going and going and I don't want to make this long, right? I just want to say there's two sides to this. There's a side where people are proactively, trying to find their person by investing in matchmaking services, right? And then there's the side over here where people are going into databases to wait and see what would happen. I'm just suggesting don't be this person over here. If that's what you want to do, be that person in the middle. And let us help you with date coaching so that you can find your person, sooner rather than later. So let me just recap really quickly. You can invest in yourself, invest in the future that you want to have, invest in finding your happy, ever after, your love, your joy, and all the things, your person, your lifetime, your long term. Invest in that and invest in yourself, honey. Do that with, matchmaking services. And then if you can't do that, then invest in coaching. Put your money into coaching so that we can help you so that you can be more self-sufficient, more effective in finding people on your own if we can't help you do it, right? But let me just say this, and I'm gonna stop here. Last year, I always said, I don't have time for dating. I'm busy. I don't know if I can do the day-to-day with anyone. But last year, I took my own advice. I met someone and I thought, in the beginning, and then as things begin to go and grow, I said, you know what? I need to start investing in myself. I need to spend some quality time on this relationship to see where it's really going to go. And I just want to say, and this is why to me it's so important that you take your money and spend it in a more valuable way by paying for matchmaking services. Now, I am my own matchmaker, so, it's a little bit different, but I also paid someone before for matchmaking services. But fortunate for me, I could do it myself. So last year I met someone, and I'm saying this to say that this past January, we did a commitment ceremony and we are now in a long-term partnership. And I want this for everybody. That's where I'm at today because I decided as a matchmaker to invest, quality time in building a relationship with someone, and I'm very fortunate because I am the person on the other side, but I also want to be able to take what I know and help you to find your person. So let me just say that this is my 2 cents worth. Instead of paying to be sitting in someone's database somewhere, spend your money, on date coaching. Spend your money on matchmaking services, and let us, hopefully me, help you find your long-term person.